Well, with the Mercury Cycle, it was a combination of different things that have been in my head, like leftover ideas from when I was younger, about time travel, but not literal time travel. Issues with your past and your present, and the whole idea of having someone who is a social outcast trying to redeem himself. I took influences from my own life, from these ideas I had, and for a week over the summer, amidst a musical I was writing, I just rolled these ideas around my head, worked it out, drew out a timeline, and then after it was written down, like I knew what I was writing, what I was saying, what was going to happen, it flowed. I wrote the whole thing in about 3 or 4 days at my kitchen table. The only hard thing about it, the hardest part about writing Mercury Cycle was putting it together, because the film is speaking about the timeline. It's very non-linear. Like, it jumps back and forth from the future, from the past to the present to even the future. So it's hard, trying to loop all those ties in time and make sure that everything is still consistent and stays true to one linear time, to this kid's life, the main character. The film actually started through marketing, because after I wrote it, I went online and made a little viral marketing video pretending to be some sort of like a politician who was speaking out for like something called Mercury Cycle, listing all the reasons why Quinnipiac's Film Society should try and make a real movie. And it was a short little video I posted up. People loved it. They thought it was funny, and it inspired the hell out of people, to be like, hey, why can't we make a real movie? Well, send us the script. They read the script, they liked it, etc. I always felt like directing was my weak spot and writing was my strong spot. So, I figured if I just put together this project with everybody who's strong in certain areas, like someone's strong in lighting and someone's strong in sound, etc., we all get together, and share this one passion to make a real movie, something that you wouldn't even find at NYU or at Emerson, something that's far more sophisticated than that, and just combined our determination and our passion for film, that we'd be able to make something beautiful like this. And that's what the goal was here. The acting talent, I thought initially was going to be the sole hardest thing about this film, which I quickly learned was not. We didn't want to go straight through our school, we didn't want to get kids who said, oh, I'll act, because we want to keep this professional. We wanted to find professional actors. So the XX co-producer and I, we set out one night after, we agreed that we're going to start looking into casting and stuff, it's somewhere in the middle of pre-production, or in early pre-production rather. And we made a Craigslist ad, a few of them. And in doing that, the first night alone, I think we got like 13 or 14 responses, which now sounds like not, it wouldn't sound too much to a typical film, but like the thing is here that these actors aren't getting paid. We're still in college, and none of us have a professional film underneath our belt. We've either interned somewhere in the film world, or we just have our student films, etc. So, it was shocked. We stated this too to everyone, we didn't want anybody, we laid all our cards out on the table, and there was a lot of interest. And then after that, we started putting some stuff up on around Quinnipiac's campus. We also went on the New England Film something.com, and like a few websites, and like we just ended up getting a button, like now every day, because as a project grew bigger and bigger, I swear every day I get 10 to 15 emails from different people I've never heard of before asking to be in the movie. And my phone has, my email has constantly going off. I had to make an email account just for casting people, because we were getting so many resumes sent in and so many auditions. We haven't had any, thank the Lord, we haven't had any problems with people understanding what we want to do and understand that this film is real and that we're going all the way with it. In the beginning of pre-production, there were some doubts, but there was more, support than there were doubts. I'm the executive producer of the film, as well as a producer on the film, and I can tell you right now, like, my job is to deal with these problems, as well as keep the film moving financially and legally, etc. And I deal with, every morning I wake up and there's another issue. Like, the last week, costumes weren't made, and we had a day to make them. We don't have a sewing machine. Impulse, go out and buy one. Went out and bought one. I would say the other bigger difficulties we had, like, say a location we had locked down, you know, last minute we get a phone call, we can't shoot there for some odd reason. So whenever something like that pops up, you have to instantly turn around on the spot, literally on the set with your computer, turn around and just change the entire shooting schedule around. You have to like move things, and because we have a whole shooting schedule that says where we need to be at what time for every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, starting from early January all the way to the end of this coming April of '09. And if there's a documentary being shot about the movie right now, and you know, there's a guy who comes to every shoot, every meeting, and like he catches all this raw passion that all of us have, like this determination. And I gotta say, like, you know, I just wish that everybody could see it. I'm just as excited for a documentary as I am for the movie, because I really want people to see how hard these kids are working on this film. You know, I know people understand that there's a real film, but I want them to also understand like how unreal it is that kids of our age are taking on something. Like, this is a 2-hour-long film. This isn't an hour, 20 minutes, hour and a half. It's a huge ordeal, and we've worked our asses off so far. And for anyone who has doubted us, I mean, we've been undoubtedly proving them wrong, and at the same time, not just shocking our teachers and our peers, but ourselves. And you know, I've met some of my best friends shooting this film, and you know, every day, like, it's a blessing, you know, like to be able to work on it. I just want people to understand how hard these kids are working, and how much of a team and everybody's become. We're like a family now. It's great. It's great.